Hello, I'm Emma Louise and welcome to my video. The storm has gotten worse and yes, I did just record this after the red spotted purple. But if you hear that, that is rain. Now for this one I decided to do butterflies again. Either from lack of ideas or just liking butterflies, I don't know. But I found this butterfly. I am not 100% sure how to pronounce it, so I'm not even gonna try. I'm not gonna embarrass myself. You can read. Just say it in your head. Now when I first started with watercolors, I asked my mom, do you use the rough side or the smooth side of the paper? Because she's painted with watercolors before. And she says they're both the same. No they're not. I tried showing her. One side's rougher than the other. She says no, they're exactly the same. It doesn't matter. Okay, fine. So I've always been using the rough side. I don't know, it just seems rough would hold the paint better. I don't know, so I've always used the rough side. And then on this one I started sketching and then I looked and I was on the smooth side. I was too far in to flip it and draw on the other side, so I thought, okay. I mean, there's no warning that says don't draw on this side, so we'll see how it goes. And I kind of forgot that I had used the smooth side, but when my mom looked at it, she noticed that it was smoother. Told you! But it doesn't really matter. I guess it's just very slight difference in how you want it to look. I might actually like the smooth side, I'm not sure. I don't think it was the use of the smooth side necessarily. Might have made it easier, but the shadow I did way better on this one. I didn't get any water marks or feathering or anything. And maybe it's just because I went in confidently and didn't try and blot out anything. And for the handwriting I went with a more straight Art Deco. Something not as fancy as the red spotted purple. And I went with handwriting for the scientific name. And that's just my handwriting. And I got it on the first go. I was thinking, I'm gonna probably have to write this like 20 times before I'm happy with how it looks. First time, and I liked my handwriting. This one is sort of like the opposite of the red spotted purple, because the red spotted purple is, well, for one, the wings are different. Like the red spotted purple is bigger vertically, this one is bigger horizontally, and I went with cool colors on the red spotted purple and warm colors on this one. And I have a yellow paint, but I never use it. I still haven't used it. It's so light, I just don't bother. It doesn't really do anything. When I want yellow, I actually use orange, and when I want orange, I add some red to the orange. So that's one thing, if you get paints, test them first, because yellow might not be yellow, might not be what you think it is. Because different colors have different strengths, like blue is the strongest color. It's just amazing how strong blue is, how little blue you need. But with orange and yellow, it's crazy how much you need just to get the right color. I actually did mess this one up a bit. Scientifically, it is wrong. The bottom wings should actually have those same, the curves between the veins on them, like in the red spotted purple. Like, outlining it, I did the whole thing a straight curve, but actually should have been, I don't know how to describe it. But I tried to fix it with the black by curving the black and then filling it in with white. So it's sort of a compromise. And I got a new art supply, you may have seen. I got sponges. I was in, I got to go to Hobby Lobby for the first time. And, I don't know, is it overrated? I think it's overrated because it was overpriced. And, I mean, the art section was actually good, but everything else was just meh. But I got these sponges. I got 5 sponges, and because I saw on a video someone said they're really good for blotting up watercolor mistakes, and I smudge a lot. And these work really well. You just wet the sponge before you start, let it dry slightly, and then whenever you mess up, you just blot it up with the sponge. I'm really glad I got them. They're actually so good. I picked up some of the black on the butterfly accidentally and I had to repaint it. And Hobby Lobby is actually pretty good. They have the same watercolor paper that I use there, at least the store I went to, and it was the same price that I always pay. So if I run out, I know the place where I can get it. Because the town I live close to, unfortunately, there's no art store, so Hobby Lobby's the closest bet, or online. I also got a kneaded eraser, because I have a wood floor, and when I erase, after I'm done with a painting, there's just little shreds everywhere, and I have to vacuum after I draw. which is kind of a hassle because I use my dad's giant shop vac. I drag it in, I put all the attachments on so it works on the wood floor. So with this kneaded eraser, it should make things easier. Something I always do with these butterfly eyes, they're solid black. Well, actually except for this guy from the top, he has some orange and some white. But the red spotted purple and this one from underneath is just solid black. And that's really flat and boring. It doesn't look great. So what I did on both of them, I actually added like, it looks kind of cartoonish, but I like it. I add a streak of white and then a dot, kind of like the eyes reflecting light. You know, like those, kind of like anime, I guess. It's really stupid because butterfly eyes do not reflect light like that, but it actually makes it look more like a butterfly when I do that. So I went scientific on everything except for the eyes. I went cartoon style with the eyes. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the art. Have a good day.